Today's Praise in Peril devotional thought is reconciled. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. This devotional comes from Genesis 50, verse 20. In the very first chapter of 2 Corinthians, we're told that God comforts us in hard times, consequently allowing us to be there for those with similar afflictions, just as God did for us. The COVID-19 pandemic is a testimony, as it created both hardships and significant opportunities for growth in my life. As a Christian, in my mid-20s, I know that the journey of a believer can go haywire in the blink of an eye, and COVID-19 proved that to be true. However, what I didn't understand was how not to get upset when all this happened. Unemployment is a major social issue among youth in Jamaica, and I was hoping that at no point would I fall into that mold. But along came COVID-19, and in the blink of an eye, I found myself without income and any job prospects. My first blessing came with redirecting my focus on God and things concerning Him. I started spending more time in my devotions, searching the scriptures and sharing with others more about His goodness. My friend Shakira inspired me to join a book club. The Sanctified Life was the book for the quarter. This text had been a great reminder of how God can use us. Like Daniel, when we allow ourselves to be united with Him and to stand for His principles. My eyes have been opened to His redeeming power in such a time as this, and I cannot be more thankful. Secondly, the pandemic allowed for dedicating more time to family, especially to the younger ones who I can positively impact in their growth. Thirdly, I was able to apply for and was subsequently awarded an NCB Level Up grant, which allowed me to pursue certification in crisis, trauma, and grief counseling at the Northern Caribbean University. How refreshing to have a class which always began with prayer and a course outline that had a section for faith outcomes. This kept my mind busy with coursework that forced me to research, assess my own position, as well as the ways I could assist those around me dealing with trauma. Lastly, I got the opportunity to speak on Pathfinder's Day. I've never done this before, but our district is benefiting from a young pastor who tries to get youth involved and developed their talents for the master's use. Through the theme for the day, Reconciled, I saw in my own story moments where I strayed, and God had appealed in love, gave me grace, settled my debt, and had said, "My child, come home." So despite living in perilous times, despite living in a storm that is so much more than COVID-19, thankfully, I have been able, despite it all, just to praise. This was your Praise in Peril devotional thought written by Crystal Dennis from the Stewart Mountain SE.